Go live. And we are live. Okay, can someone just check on YouTube and just make sure that we're live and you can hear people out of it? Right, I understand, but can you be heard now? Or could you be heard before? Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look good. I'm gonna... I don't know what to do here. Oh, there you are. Okay. Hooray! That looks great. So, pull that up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Fucking PCs. Okay, well... No. I'm talking about this dumb screen doing dumb shit. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I am not talented in the ways of YouTube streamings. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we have video. I just need to know if we have sound. Let me prioritize me on the Wi-Fi. Okay, that's good. I gotcha. Let me prioritize Sam's phone or desktop. It's only my audio. Okay. Okay, can you guys talk for me?
I am talking.
Oh,
Hello?
hey, me too. Hello.
Talk.
Can you hear us?
Okay, Sam is
My
checking
name
us
is
on YouTube.
Veronica.
It's cut off for a second.
Yeah, well. Your name is not Veronica. That is bull. That's bull.
Okay, yes, we have audio from everybody now.
All right, we got audio from
Oh,
all.
yay.
Thank you so
They can hear.
much
My-
for this. I
my
really
video.
appreciate
Yay,
it.
Sam.
Yay!
Gosh.
Oh, that is not a great
What?
picture. That is Fred's mouth.
I'll get out of the room.
Get out! Just kidding. I love you.
Call him.
Oh my gosh, I say that
Oh,
after he spent so much time doing this for me. Okay.
I know.
He
Rude.
the best, I the worst. Everybody know. Everybody know. Okay, let me figure out how to get my audio recording software up. File. New. Audio file. Veronica. S. S2. E2. So Sam's mic is on the desk, so I will be able to do exactly no looking up anything for you. So if you have a question about something, you're going to have to look it up yourself. Otherwise, everyone will hate me because it'll be like, in the audio.
I have a question.
What?
I'm looking at your computer setup. Are those like lights with covers on them? Like, what is that?
Oh, behind me? Yeah, I'll show you my.
Yeah.
This is normally my setup. So as you can see,
Yeah,
I've got
because
a
we
lot
don't
of.
see that side.
Yeah, I'll show you my whole desk. I'm sorry, I've been going through a
cool.
bunch of mail that I've been neglecting since we got out of school and stuff. So everything is just like a mess on my side of the room. But yeah, this is my stream setup.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And what's nice is you turn on these lamps, and they're not actually pointed at me at all. They're all pointed towards the ceiling, and it just hits my face really good normally, so I usually have really good lighting. And
Nice.
it never gets hot, so those are LED bulbs. I bought that kit for like $30 on Amazon. So,
Nice.
Huh.
additionally, for streamers in the chat, if you would like to have a Nighthawk and the Crows t-shirt, I have a couple of these left in XL and I think like 2 larges. So
Nice.
Nice.
if you're interested, get your ass to the website.
I'm interested.
Well, Stacy, yours is hanging up in my closet because it was laundered with my clothes.
I know. Thanks, Sam.
Sam is the gift that we all deserve, but only I get to have sex with. So. Oh my gosh.
So I forget where I was, but I was in a restroom and they had like a ring light with a mirror in the middle, and the lighting was so amazing.
I love
And
that.
like I was just like in love, and I'm like taking selfies of myself in the bathroom.
Wow, real Dorian Gray sitch over there.
Oh, you know it.
I want one of those for my bathroom. So I can see it every day.
There's a dressing room. Oh. Okay, so I got my recording software up. Are we ready?
Yes.
Y'all, I'm so rusty that I was just about to count us in, but I started making another new track. Fucking idiot. Okay. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click. Oh no, a problem with the hardware settings. Sam!
Shit.
No.
No.
Oh no, he's gonna
stopped.
divorce me. Sam!
So wait, stop the audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love how someone just tweeted, "We are live." Well,
It was me.
I guess we are. We're just not recording, so
I
that's
can
We're-
retweet
we're
that and
live-ish.
say
So we're
China.
still live.
yeah,
Mine
we're
is
still
saying,
live.
mine says live stream offline.
Oh,
Maybe other people's are working.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
I just
That'd be
refreshed
me.
and mine's offline too.
Let me
okay.
go tweet.
Okay, hold on.
Where are we?
Hold on. What now?
Just tweet we're online-ish. That'll be accurate.
Okay. Well, we'll just get to hang out here for a second. Ah! Hi. I thought you said you were too busy doing something else.
No, sorry. You know.
I like how that's
Oh.
Veronica's real scream. We just like witnessed it for the first time.
I thought you were in the bathroom or something.
That's interesting.
Well, sorry. Anyways, it says that we're offline, but
Oh,
are
Let's see
we?
that
Oh, it's
too.
I
buffering.
think
Oh.
we're back.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
mine
Okay,
just
they
came
said
back
that they're
on.
back.
Yeah, it's there's when you know when you start and stopped there's going to be a big break between when you hit start
Oh.
and other people. It'll be like a full minute sometimes, and people will like
Understood.
catch up.
Okay.
Anytime you take a shoot, the YouTube just started talking in my ear. Yeah, anytime you take
Was it saying Sam?
it was saying exactly what it's saying. Yeah, it was shortened by quite a bit.
Gotcha.
And there'll be like some lost minutes, but anytime you restart that, yeah, it'll be a long time.
Okay.
I think I can see us talking here, and this is
Yeah.
what YouTube sees. So if you can see you talking there, I think it can hear you now. But we'll give
Okay.
that a try, okay?
All right. Can you just be on standby?
I'll enjoy my beer. Actually, Eden needed me, so I'm gonna help Eden. I'll be right back.
You don't have to hang out in here. I'm not saying that. Please
I'll
enjoy
be
your
close
evening.
by, but
But-
yeah, I'm here.
He's so cute. Okay. All right. Oh, that wasn't even the problem I asked him to come in here for.
Hardware.
I'm gonna try
Oh,
to fix
boy.
it myself.
Sam, come back if you can hear us. Please.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to get into the preferences on a PC. Oh shit.
Tonight on Welcome to St. Paxton, guest starring Sam. He could play Sam on the
Oh,
show,
He's
right?
Oh,
Are you
thanks.
someone, Stacy?
Yeah. So what had happened and why I originally called you in here was because, okay, it's okay. Let me just show you what happened. It said, audition has a technical problem.
See, we can't be doing this for the first time live. You know what I mean? You gotta help me try run it a little bit beforehand.
I forgot that I was in control of this
That
until
is
30 minutes
totally
before.
fine. I just mean in general.
I feel like it's somewhat on brand, really.
Do you remember?
I mean,
People
Okay,
really
can
like
I,
this.
can I
too.
share a sweet story
Yeah.
of Sam and
tried
I
to
this
do
morning?
on time,
Sure.
which never happened.
You're gonna be laggy while things are reloading.
Okay, so Sam and I today, we were talking about, I made a joke and he was like, ooh, I don't know if you're really mad at me. And I was like, oh no, I'm not really. And we had to think so hard of like the last time we had even had hurt feelings at each other. And we couldn't think of it. Like,
Did I just hurt your feelings?
no, not at all. I just thought it was so funny because you seemed a little
Aw.
frustrated and I was like, oh no. I hope I
I'm
don't
not
have
frustrated
this
with you at all. I'm more professional and better at this than your YouTube viewers are experiencing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Wow.
All right. That was the politest
YouTube
slap.
viewers, I just got out of the job. I do better on your work normally.
Oh, blessed be. So I knew that. I knew that's why you were staying close by because somehow your name got attached to this, and you would be like, "Well, now it can't fail."
No, it has to be great.
Oh God!
I gotta work on the border. It's
Yeah,
gotta look
exactly. He made this border for us
I wondered where that came from.
with 30
That's
minutes
real nice.
heads up. So Sam, what kind of beer are you having today?
I am having a hung jury.
A hung jury?
Hefeweizen. I
No
love
joke.
me.
Oh.
A hung jury. Yeah,
Mhm, yeah.
sounds great. Well, thanks for asking. I'm having a Blue Moon Harvest Peppermint.
That's great. That is my favorite beer.
Oh, I appreciate that you gave it to me.
I sure did.
Which Geekly Con were we at where you were asking everybody in the room these questions and you're like, oh, thanks for asking me. Here's my answer to this question. It was hilarious.
It was Columbus 1.
That's
I
hilarious.
remember that. That's good.
I saw Brad this weekend, and he was something of that nature happened. He was like, Veronica, what's your favorite? It's like, all right. It was a goof once. I thought it was funny though.
Hey, so I am going to mute us for just one
Oh,
second.
you're gonna mute us, secret.
Oh,
Ooh.
telling secrets over there.
Can anybody read lips?
No,
Damn.
not at all.
I didn't mute that.
That's my birds have never been muted.
Why would you?
I was about to say. If they're not used to it by now.
Once upon a time, many years ago, I was embarrassed by that, but not anymore.
I thought that was going to go to a TikTok.
What was?
The Once
Her
Upon a
burp.
Time.
Oh, yeah.
Once Upon a Time not long ago.
I don't do the
I'm not
TikTok
gonna
thing.
There you go.
Oh, and I've got somebody away. Weird. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, yeah.
I love that Sam doesn't even skip a beat.
yeah.
Love Shack, baby.
Are you still staying close? Okay. Are you still staying close by? I was just wondering. You please do not feel like you have to stay in this trash room right now.
I'll
Okay.
be very close by.
Okay, I've got your number.
Just
Do you guys have-
yell for me,
Yeah.
like before.
I love you.
Me too.
Do we have what?
Do you
now?
guys have
Thanks,
matching
Sam.
seats?
Do we have matching what?
Seats.
Oh, yes. In fact, we each have. So Sam has the original Star Trek motion picture. I'll just have to show you, actually. Okay. So this is his. This is the original.
Got it.
Okay, then we'll-
I just wonder. I
It
guess
would
it
just
doesn't
be
matter.
using like double the internet for us.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
We have plenty of internet. We don't have a computer.
Okay. Well, just
Okay, I think you're good.
okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try and start this episode. We're 4 minutes in, so we'll see what happens. Thank you so much. You are the greatest gift.
My pleasure.
Did we do the clap to make sure
No,
that we were all?
thank you. We're fine. No one wants the clap.
I don't know that for sure.
Hey everyone.
Somewhere.
Oh my god. I fucking hate you guys.
I say this is Mike's fault.
Yeah. Honestly.
It really
yeah.
is.
And here I
Yeah.
told Sam today, I was like, I'm going to start the stream on time. I'm going to do all these things.
You did though.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting adventure into St. Paxton. I am your game master, Veronica. It's so good to be here.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I play Bellamy.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up?
And hi, I'm Steph, and I'm playing Clara.
And my name is Fred, and I am playing Edward.
Cool. Cool. So, as you all remember, last time you decided to go on this trip up to Leo's and have some burgers. While you were there, the electricity went off, and there was this, like, weird thing where across the street, the lady who had recently served you all so many pistachio ice creams was standing in the only lit building, and she was looking at you, and then all of a sudden she was pulled under the counter. And this is where I'm gonna do Mike Lane's lines because he is absent today. For whales. For whales.
Yes, whale watching.
Whale watching.
Oh, I thought that was his line. I'm like, that's his thing.
Yeah. He loves whales
new.
so much. Okay.
Ask Mike to.
What do you guys want to do? Mike. I get really queasy when people get pulled under an ice cream counter, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. That's a choice. I can't argue with you. I can only allow you. Ah! I just started and stopped it.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna hang out in here.
Okay.
You do your thing.
Okay. Be careful in your chair. It's extremely squeaky.
Why did you need to start and stop it, by the way?
Because it was stuck on someone's face.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
This is the best.
I have to think of where I was going with that now. Okay,
you're
it's
gonna
not my
run
job to
Mike.
question your motivations. It is just my job to yes and you. We're building this world together, and in this world, I'm so mad. I'm hollering at everything.
Okay.
Was that you?
No. Do you think that was a car outside the window? No, it was not maybe me.
I thought maybe you had farted or something. I didn't know.
Look, don't take this out on Sam. Dude. God.
Are you listening to this?
Oh, that was my sliding down here and all this crap.
God. Okay.
You You guys are
you.
too
I
adorable.
gotta do my job.
Sorry, don't take the stream offline next time it freezes, okay? Just talk to me.
Okay, well, I thought I could fix it on my own. Okay. I hate this. I want Mike Lane back. I miss him so much already.
Please make sure that gets cut and
Yes.
put into every episode so that Mike knows he's appreciated.
I'm crying.
Save that line.
I'm crying.
We could just hang out tonight and record next week.
No.
Oh, I can't record next week, unfortunately.
Fred can't
I can only
next
record every other Friday.
See?
Boo.
Okay. So,
Okay.
it's my job to yes and you. We're building this world together, and it's a better world when we're both participating equally in it. And so I'm glad you made this decision, and I hope that you'll be able to come right back out and join us again, and that nothing terrible happens to you while you're alone in the bathroom. Okay? Bye! Okay, so Todd left. Weird. What are the rest of you doing in this time of crisis?
I follow Todd.
Stacy, I will fucking murder you.
Well, did Todd tell us where he was going?
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
said,
said
"Oh, I got tummy troubles. Going to the boys' room."
Oh, he was talking to us.
Yeah, no.
Got it.
Did we see any hint of what pulled her under?
No, you didn't.
And did it look like she was pulled versus she just slipped and fell?
It did not look like a slip and fall. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
I don't know what it looked like to you and what you perceived it to be. She goddamn fell behind the counter, and it took 2 seconds. I don't know. Were you analyzing it that closely? What is your photography skills? I don't know.
I've
How
got
fast
good
are the
photography
shutters on your eyelids?
Wow.
pretty fast. I think I was a little weirded out by the lights going out and the lightning striking and all of that. So we were watching her as she waved at us in the blackout.
Yeah. So, I mean, is she clumsy? Is she pulled down? You know, there's just a lot of questions here.
Okay, so I think I'll jump up and say to the others, I don't know what just happened, but we should go make sure she's okay.
Leo, my tummy hurts too. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom as well. I'll be right back.
What?
Tell her I love her. Don't say that, actually. Say nothing about me. And he runs to the restroom. Wow. Really suspicious, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going over there to make sure she's okay. Are you guys coming? Or do you need the bathroom too?
We're tempted to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Okay.
In the bathroom.
No, I'm right behind you, Claire, but it's going to take me a little longer, remember? Crutches.
Okay, well, I'll go on ahead and you can follow. But maybe she fell and hit her head. I don't know. And I will walk out the door and across the street.
When you walk outside the door, you can immediately tell that it is several degrees cooler than it was when you first walked into the building. And it doesn't seem like there's just ambient night sound around you. It's just eerily dead outside.
And the streetlights came back on, right?
That's right.
Okay. I'm just going to keep going over to the yogurt shop.
Okay. As you step off of the sidewalk and into the little green space between the two little areas of the lane, you notice that the lights begin to flicker, the street lamps.
I still have my flashlight in my bag. I never cleaned out my purse, so I'm going to pull out my flashlight and just have it at the ready
Okay.
and just continue on towards the yogurt shop.
Okay. I have to look up a note for myself, so if anyone else wants to make an action, they certainly can.
Hey, Bellamy, are you going to be okay? I'm going to go up ahead and catch up to Clara.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I shouldn't be too much longer. Fast as I can.
I step outside and hurry to the ice cream shop.
Okay. So you meet up with Clara, and you feel, again, that same coldness outside. And um, to you, it feels like you've walked into a really cool fall day. And you immediately have just goose pimples all over your arms, on the back of your neck.
Is that relevant to like the time of year, or are we unable to really gauge that while being on the island?
So it's not that it's not the time of year for it, but rather it's not the same temperature as it was when you were walking outside. So it's just extremely cool. It's like if a very, very fast cold front moved through.
Okay, I don't overthink it and I just kind of continue moving. And I'm like, what do you think happened? Do you think she just slipped and fell?
I'm hoping that's all that happened. I hope she didn't hit her head or something, though. We should hurry.
Yeah, I hurriedly go to the door and enter the ice cream shop.
Okay. When you walk into the ice cream shop, it is freezing in there. It feels like you've gotten into like a walk-in cooler. It's very, very, or not a walk-in cooler, a walk-in freezer. It's very cold in there.
Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's that doesn't make sense. Oh, it's cold in here. And I just walk around the counter.
Okay. As you walk around the counter, you see these marks that lead into the back kitchen. It looks like someone scraped a shovel or like a bunch of nails or something like that along the floor. It's an old wooden plank floor, and so these are deep gouges in the floor there. And they just go into the little swinging door that leads to the back of the shop.
Is the door moving at all?
No, it's not.
Is there any other signs as far as like blood or, any type of signs of struggle, I guess, that I could see?
You do see that there is a sleeve of ice cream cones that are just kind of splayed on the floor.
I
have
will. Go ahead.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I mean, she was right here, right? When we
Yeah,
saw her fall?
it looks like something dragged her back there.
Okay. Well, let's see what's in the back room.
As you walk through the swinging door, it doesn't lock or anything. You see that all of the lights are out, and it sounds as though there's someone moving in the darkness around you. And you hear this kind of like,
I'll click on my flashlight.
okay. As you do that, you feel something come up beside you and slap the flashlight out of your hand. It rolls across the ground.
Did I see it at all?
It's very dark in there. And as the flashlight rolls, it illuminates one part of the wall. And you see the ice cream shop owner is kind of strapped up against the wall. It's almost like some kind of adhesive is plastered against her and has her pinned against the wall, and her mouth is covered.
Can I try to like, so something slapped the flashlight out of my hand. Can I try to like elbow out in that direction in hopes of hitting something in the dark?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay. Do you want me to roll something for
No,
that?
I'm just thinking how I want to phrase this. As you elbow into this, you feel yourself go through something that feels um, like a thick, humid bathroom after a shower. So even though everything around you is really cold, as you push your elbow back, you feel this warm, wet sensation, but it's simply air. But whenever you come back, your arm is caught on something. Something is hanging or is captured between your forearm and your upper arm, kind of in the crook of your elbow.
Edward, grab the flashlight quick.
I as I go to grab the flashlight, I want to use sense trouble.
Okay.
And hold on one moment. And I'll use 1 point.
Okay. You only need to do a 2 on this, so
Can I retract my use of a point?
you sure can.
Okay. I have a 3.
Perfect. You do absolutely sense trouble, and you don't sense trouble in the way that you feel like maybe you could control it. It's almost as though you're experiencing some kind of a supernatural event, one that is not going to go well for you.
Okay. So can you describe to me what I see with the shop owner again? You said she is suspended on the wall with some kind of invisible force or something that I could see.
Something that you can see. If you pick up the flashlight and you point it at her, you would see that it is this kind of a stretchy, thin material, kind of like spider web and skin.
Is it likened to human skin?
Yes.
And when I put the flashlight on Clara, what do I see?
You see dangling in between her elbow and the inside of her elbow a very familiar shape. It's a necklace. It looks just like the one that hangs around her neck, but there's nothing around her.
So you're saying I recognize this. It was originally her necklace. Now her necklace is at her arm?
No, she has 2 necklaces right now. There's the one she's wearing, and then the one that's kind of dangling in the crook of her elbow. Clara, when the flashlight is on you, you can look down and see this replica of your necklace. It looks just like the scar that was on your face.
I'm sorry, I didn't have one of those 3 necklaces.
Oh, you didn't have one?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's
I
right. You
think,
just had the
yeah.
scar.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me go back.
Sorry. I was
You're
trying
fine.
to figure out which necklace they're talking about.
You're fine. So, Clara, so Edward, when you look at Clara in the flashlight, you see a necklace. It is long. It looks like it's an old antique gold chain, and the pendant on it is a long wooden symbol, one that looks very much like the scar that was on Clara's face, and one that very much resembles one of the necklaces that you saw in the library and that you received in the library.
What? Go ahead.
I look around. Do I see anybody else in the room with us?
You see the door slap open and close. Bellamy.
Yep.
As you're hobbling over to the ice cream shop, your friends have run around the counter and into the back room, and then you see the door open back up as though someone has walked back through it, but there's nothing there. But then you see that the electricity in all of the little acorn lamplights starts to dim. Not flicker, but dim. And then one by one, the closer they are to the ice cream shop, the first they disappear. And then this kind of rolling, dimming blackout happens. And you feel this wave of warmth wash all over your body. And then it walks into Leo's. You're about 3/4 of the way over to the ice cream shop, and you see this door open for nothing and close for nothing. And then you see the bathroom door open.
Shit. I turn around and start to move as quickly and carefully back to Leo's as I can. The entire time I am screaming Edward and Clara's name over and over and over again. Not looking to see if they're coming, just as loud as I possibly fucking can. And I go back.
Okay. As you start hobbling across the street, and you're yelling very loudly, you see someone out of the corner of your eye light a cigarette. And you don't recognize the face at all, but they're watching you. And they take a long drag, and the orange glow of the cigarette illuminates their face. They have these dark, sharp features. And the man doesn't approach you. He simply says, "I wouldn't go in there if I were you."
My friend's in there. I don't have a choice.
He puts out the cigarette, and he turns away. And he yells back over his shoulder, "Don't say I didn't warn you. I warned all of you."
All of who?
And the man disappears into the darkness.
I continue back into Leo's.
Do we hear her screaming at all?
You do.
So as soon as I hear Bellamy screaming, I'm going to pull the necklace off my arm and just hold on to it and turn around and run towards Bellamy.
Okay. You do that. Edward, you see Clara leave, of course. But you also recognize that there's another person that's in this walk-in cooler who is struggling to maybe breathe or get down, but you have no idea until you can go and take a closer look. You don't have to. I'm giving you all of the information.
No, I definitely do. Clara is going back towards Bellamy, and I don't know what this person's condition is right now, so I'll probably check on the shop owner, and number one, just kind of check to see if she's breathing, if she's able to breathe, if there's something obstructing her passageways, whatnot.
Okay. As you walk over to her, you see this this fleshy substance. It's really sticky. Do you touch it and try and get her down? Because she's too high up for you to really access her mouth or nose.
Yeah, I'll try to pull at it and see if it's something that'll give.
Okay. It gives pretty, I guess, I don't want to say easily, because it's sticky and thick. And so there's just a lot of it that you kind of have to scoop out. It would be like scooping out like a bunch of jello that was really hard. And so you're able to kind of pull her down, but you see that she's got this stuff on her face as well. Once she gets down, she starts clawing at her face, trying to get it out, and you can see that her hands are just bloody from clawing at her face.
I try to reassure her. So I want to calm her so that I could maybe try to help her with what's covering her face.
Okay. You need a 5 or higher. She is
Wow.
panicking.
Okay. I have reassurance 4, so I'll use 2 points
Okay.
to try to calm her down. And I rolled a 5, so that is a 7.
Great. So you do a great job. You're able to just kind of hold her face, and the look in your eyes as you let her know, I'm here, I've got you, and you just sort of push her cheeks together, and she sort of pukes out this mucousy stuff, and you're able to grab it for her because it wasn't just on the outside of her face, it was plugging her airway. And you're able to pull out this plug of junk. She takes a very deep breath. Oh my God. You saved me. What was that?
I don't know, but Leo's a friend of mine, and he asked me to come over here when he saw you fall under the counter. And my friends just went back over to what's Leo's place called?
Divine Bovine.
My friends just went back to the Divine Bovine, and I don't know what's going on. Are you okay? Do you want to come with me, or?
No, I have to clean up in here. No one wants to get ice cream with this stuff all over it. I'll be ruined. Thank you so much. Just catch whatever it is that's out there. You're so
Absolutely.
handsome.
And I just leave.
She kind of pushes you out the door a little bit as though she's ready for you to get out of there. She doesn't want you to see her like this or her area, but she seems very protective of this space. Once you're around the counter, she follows you to the door and says, I'm just going to lock this so nothing else can get in. Does that sound okay? Is that smart? I think it's smart.
That's probably a good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, that is.
If I see Leo, I'll tell him to stop by and check in on you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, go.
Yeah. And I turn and I start running down the street.
You hear a solid click as the door tumbler clicks and locks behind you. The woman just runs back around the counter and into the back. You see Clara just rushing into the bathroom.
Of the Divine Bovine?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see Bellamy anywhere? Or do I just see Clara and she's going to the bathroom?
Bellamy is struggling to open the door with 2 crutches.
So Clara's inside the building now and Bellamy is still outside.
Yes.
Okay. I immediately open the door for Bellamy. What's going on? Why were you yelling for us?
No, just get in there after Clara. Something invisible is out here.
And without a thought, I go directly in.
As you round the corner and pull the door open to the bathroom, you see Clara just frozen. As
in not moving or
not moving.
Encased in ice?
Very good question. You see Clara and she is just stuck in place as though she can't take in what she's seeing. And you hear Todd on the other side. Hello? Leo came in here a couple of minutes. Leo? Hey, bud, are you there? Didn't flush. You both see Leo, and he is sucked into the not the bathroom. He has been sucked into the toilet. So whatever it was kind of went right through him and maybe into the toilet, because it just looks as though Leo is folded in half and his body is just pushed into the toilet, and there's a large hole in, I guess, in his pelvic area.
Is he alive? Like, do I see a sign of anything?
He certainly isn't showing life signs. You don't see heavy breathing. There is just a lot of blood and just viscera.
I grab Clara and I kind of take her outside and I'm like, hey, Todd, might be a good idea to get off the shitter and come join us outside. It's Leo. He's dead.
You hear a toilet flush. And you hear Todd's very jangly cargo pants shorts full of all sorts of stuff sort of jingle jangle as he pulls up his pants, buttons, zips, and walks out. And then as you walk out, you notice that you hear the soap dispenser pump several times. And then he washes his hands. And then he walks out.
I just want to confirm, Todd walks out or Leo walks out?
Todd.
Okay. Clara, did you see what happened? What did that to Leo?
Todd walks past you and back to the booth and resumes eating his hamburger.
What the hell just happened?
I opened the bathroom door. Guys?
You see Edward and Clara sort of part shoulders, and there's Leo just sucked into a toilet, blood everywhere, And then Bellamy, you notice something weird happening. You feel this gap, just a second or two, that you feel like you could reach. It's almost like you feel like you could reach into 10 minutes ago if you just walked in, if you just touched him.
Touched Leo?
Yes.
Ooh. I
Do it. Sorry.
I
Sorry, I don't know
think
what's going on.
there's a slight hesitation, but then I will hobble forward and reach my hand towards the closest piece of Leo.
You touch Leo's forehead, which is the thing that is closest to you. And you smell something that is so weird and familiar, but you can't place because you also have this really weird scent of Todd's shit and also peanut butter. And you just know that there was some way you could have helped him. You could have done something. And as you let your hand rest on Leo, you experience this flash, this remembering. And you see this person with a helmet on, and they look up at you from Leo's body. And they flick open this face mask, kind of like someone would open up the visor on a motorcycle helmet. And you almost think that the person says to you, "Be kind, rewind." And then the visor slaps down shut. And you're just touching Leo's body, which is clammy.
I will quickly pull my hand away and just... I think that I'm in a state of shock and confusion, so I jerk my hand away, but I continue to stand there and stare at the body.
Todd, what the fuck, man? How can you eat? Leo's dead. Like, didn't you see him in there?
As you turn around and you say this to Todd, something looks back at you. Something horrendous. This creature is there. It's not Todd at all. It has these kind of reptilian feet. And there is no Todd to be seen. And this thing has these long arms coming from its abdomen. But when it turns around to look at you, you see that they're not arms at all. They're these large tentacles, and there's a huge gaping maw in the center of this thing's stomach. And then it disappears.
I'm taken aback for a moment, and I kind of shake my head. I look again. Is Todd there?
Todd is not there. But then you hear the toilet paper roll, and you hear Todd. Leo, buddy, you okay in there? It sounded like you had a tough time. I get it. Sometimes pistachio ice cream does not settle well. And you hear Todd open up the stall. Hey guys. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Pooping?
I
You had to do it. Oh my gosh.
I pull out my gun and I point it at Todd. And I say, if you're really Todd, tell me something that only Todd would know.
The password.
Murder.
No, your password.
Murder.
That
What was the password?
It was
that
fucking
was
murder.
Nighthawk's. That was Nighthawk's
I
password.
think- yeah, that you guys had a different one, and it was really ridiculous.
Ours was X gonna give it to you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Shoot Todd. He's not Todd. Shoot him.
Shoot him!
I shoot Todd.
Accidentally
Okay.
killed Todd.
So, alright, let's go back.
Because we forgot the password.
Is it messed up?
Yes.
Oh, well, I can only see Steph's very concerned face. Now what should I do?
Okay, that is a concerned
I
face.
hear it okay now.
Okay.
Click on the monitor capture.
This one?
Yeah, the check mark. Good. Click it back on.
Okay.
There, she's good.
Now she good.
Two quick seconds.
What?
Just want to see something.
I'm killing it today.
Oh, that won't work.
What you want?
You're good to go.
Okay, great. That sounds great. Thank you.
Did you reset it, by the way?
No,
Okay, then just pick up and
you
then
told
came
me
back.
not to.
I did tell you not to. Love you.
I love you too. So Todd leans in and he narrows his eyes. Murder. And you all look at him like, nope, that ain't the password. He's like, hold on. And he starts digging into his little cargo shorts. And he picks out a piece of paper. Oh, okay. Sorry. Wrong password. Puts it back in.
Oh my god,
Just gonna
Todd.
give it to you. Right?
It's
Fuck.
obviously Todd.
I almost just shot you, Todd.
Oh my god.
Do you have a gun?
Always. What do you mean?
I've been spending a lot of time with Sam. I didn't realize
That-
that you had just started carrying a gun around. And I'm into it. I'm in.
Todd, Leo's... He's dead.
What?
How did you miss that in the bathroom?
What did you hear? Like... Look at him.
Todd leans out of his stall because he's not had the opportunity to step out. And he looks inside and then looks back at you. That is the worst case of diarrhea anyone has ever had. That's all I heard. I just heard pooping.
Do we still see Leo?
You do. This can't be right. He was just right here. He came in and said, pistachio ice cream. And I said, yeah, I know. I think I might be lactose intolerant. And then he laughed about it with me.
What do you think could have done this to him?
I don't know. I mean,
Probably.
what the fuck is in that ice cream?
Todd, this is no time to joke.
I'm not joking.
Oh, it was something attacked. Something attacked Daisy, and then there's like, I don't know. It was so weirdly cold over there, and then this necklace appeared out of nowhere, and then I heard Bellamy screaming, so I ran back here, and
Bellamy,
Yes.
when you hear your name, something dawns on you. You have never known Todd to take a shit that took less than 30 minutes, ever. And you've known Todd for a really long time. And you have this memory of someone saying to you, something must be lurking around your body. And you feel that same sensation. You're having this weird deja vu. And it's almost like you're trying to end it, you know, like when it just keeps going, but it doesn't stop. And then you remember saying, yeah, time is weird here.
Guys,
yeah.
I am having the weirdest deja vu, and it makes no sense.
Like, you've seen this before?
No, it's not. It's like flashes of other things that relate to this. Like, time is weird. We all know Todd can't shit in less than 30 minutes. I mean, if he's out before that time, there's something wrong. It's been 30 minutes.
Todd, was it 30 minutes to you?
And he looks at his watch. What time does everyone have?
I
I'll look
check
at
my watch.
Todd says, I have 9:42. The rest of you have some variation of about 20 minutes after that. Or the rest of you have some version of about 20 to 25 minutes before that.
So our watches don't match up with each other.
Right.
Either.
Each of you
Okay.
are about a minute or two off. but approximately the same. You could say that it's just the way that you set your watches to begin with.
But the three of us have a 20-minute discrepancy to Todd's time.
That's right.
Okay.
He, or his watch rather, is about 20 minutes ahead of you.
Huh. Time is weird.
You know what? Todd left us, so time must have sped up for him. It was like, when we first got to the island.
Or when we were stuck in the library for weeks.
So, are we 20 minutes in the past? Because
or we jumped 20 minutes to the future? Wish we could jump 20 minutes back. Huh.
Well, look, I think we need to alert somebody about what's going on. Maybe we need to reach out to, what was her name? Beatrice, and get somebody here to take care of Leo's body. And maybe we should go talk in the front instead of us huddling in the bathroom here.
Or if we can jump ahead in time, maybe we can jump back.
What does that mean? How do we do that?
I don't know, but there has to be a way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, time is weird. We just don't know how to wield it. But this...
I mean...
I don't know.
Yeah, we've seen and done weird things. Why not that? Surely we can change this.
But wait, hold on. Are we trying to go back in time to prevent what happened to Leo?
Yeah. I mean, if we can... I mean, I don't know if we're traveling in time or if time just passes at a different rate in places, but...
Who's holding the necklace?
I still have it in my hand.
You notice the chain starts drifting toward the toilet that Leo's on. You all notice this. It's a very long chain, as though it's being sucked into that toilet.
Guys?
Are you making that happen?
Nope, that's happening on its own. And it...
Do you let go of it?
No. Is it just sort of
It begins
drifting?
harder.
Are Fred... Oh, sorry. Is Edward or I's necklace reacting the same way? Or Todd's, for that matter?
That's a great question. No. In fact, yours seem to be pulsing in this sort of way. A very rapid beat.
Was this the same symbol on the necklace in my hand as the ones that they're wearing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put my hand on my cheek where the symbol is and look at the others and be like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe grab your necklace? I don't know. it's done things before. Maybe we have to wield it together.
I grab my necklace.
I grab my necklace.
I grab my necklace. As you all grab your necklaces, standing there, watching as the chain of Clara's necklace is being sucked into the air, nothing happens. It just gets harder for Clara to hold on to her necklace.
I would like to... Where is the chain trying to float off to?
Into the same hole that's in Leo's abdomen.
Great.
Or pelvis.
I would just like to get closer to that and examine it.
Closer to the hole?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. As you get closer to the hole, you hear these voices, sort of like whispers, chanting some secret words. And you feel this tugging. And you hear someone, "She has mine." And the chanting gets louder. And now your necklace is being pulled as well. We see all. We know all.
Can I see anything in there? Other than...
Just blood. Bloody water.
I flush the toilet.
The chanting stops and all of the floating ceases momentarily.
And then it starts back up?
Let me know what you do. It's going to take a few seconds for that to flush.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe we should leave the bathroom with the necklaces?
Todd can make no moves, so he will follow you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's best. Let's get out of here. Did you guys all hear that?
You all
Could
heard
we-
it.
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard voices.
And
Can we get out of the bathroom and discuss it away from this?
oh yes, I'm already hobbling on my crutches.
Okay. I'll hold the door open for you. I don't know what's happening.
Are you...
I think I got one of their necklaces, but I don't know what they are.
If Leo is a source of your stability, please remove it now.
Oh, yeah.
No. I can't believe you fucking killed Leo. I'm so mad.
No. We're gonna find a way to go back in time.
We're going to have to go
Fix him.
back to the future.
I mean, time's looped before, right? We can do it again. Maybe.
I close the door to the bathroom to kind of get Leo out of everybody's sight. And I say to the group, the voices said that we have, or you have their necklace. Do you remember when we were in the library? The old woman was talking about the blood witches of the island.
Yeah.
I think we might have their necklaces. I wanted back. I mean, I don't recall much more than that, but maybe that's who killed Leo?
And that's where we're going to call it. Short up, but I like that.
Ah.
I almost shot Todd multiple times.
Oh no.
So like,
My-
if you didn't make that creature disappear, I was just gonna like sweep Clara behind me and just pull out my gun and just start shooting at the stall, like the booth. And then you said it disappeared. So then when Todd showed up, I was like, gotta make sure you're Todd. And then you said murder, and I'm like,
Oh shit, that's not the password.
some murder's gonna be happening right now.
I'm gonna murder you.
I can't believe it was X gonna give it to you. That's so stupid. I fucking hate it.
It was memorable though
It was.
for me.
Okay, because I don't know how to start a new stream, we're gonna do 2 episodes on this stream. So we'll do a take a knee to cover both of these after we stop the stream for the next episode. It was such a gross episode.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, I'll keep it for take it.
Take a knee.
Yeah.
Write it down so you don't forget. Can we
know what?
stop
Yeah.
this recording?
Wait, actually, we could just do a take a knee.
No, that's Patreon
Oh,
only.
that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we stopping the recording though?
We are stopping the recording. Follow me on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter anymore. Just kidding. I'm still there. You can follow me. I'm just not using them.
I'm confused.
Okay,
So
bye.
Instagram.
Stopping.
Stop.
All right, stop.
Okay.
Project
Saving.
fails.
Say that.
V, I'm really, really angry that you killed Leo.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's not going to be my fault. You guys have the power to
It
do
is, though.
things, and if you don't do it, how's that on me?
I tried like let's all hold necklaces. That was my try.
That was your best
Is this
try.
episode 2?
This is episode 2, correct?
Well, I was also going to suggest we should all hold hands and maybe jump backwards, but I didn't think that would work.
There was a point where I was like, I'm just going to walk backwards. The exact way that I came in. Damn it.
I would have respected that.
Okay, I'll be right back while this is saving.
Audio
I have so many questions about my interaction with Daisy, but I'll keep it to the take a knee.
file. Yes, my friend, yes.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a lot. Okay, so I lose Leo as a pillar.
Yeah.
Does that also mean I lose a stability point?
Remember when I
Like,
said I wasn't going to look anything up?
yeah, that's true.
I was
Oh, you know what?
Well,
I do have a speak with. Oh wait, do I have access to all that stuff?
you sure as shit do.
Okay,
just
because
gotta
I have
let
a
me
speak
know.
with Dead Spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a quick question about the random stuff like Unknown Mask of Power and Antique Doll. Does that get introduced, or like do I just happen to have it?
Can I say that I need you all to maybe go either to the library, back to the what's it called, City Hall, or something, so I can get you some of those items.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty safe. That would be a no-brainer, I think, with us trying to figure out who killed Leo and what's going on.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
library is probably a dead ringer for a place I would go, especially because of like what I remember about it was Blood Witches, right?
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember anything else in this episode, but that was like the one thing. I was like, what's the burger shack called? What's the magistrate of justice's name?
But you know what though? You pulled a real Veronica in that sense, in that I'm like, I didn't remember what Daisy's name was until one of y'all said it, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I forgot about
I,
that.
I kept saying shopkeep or something like
Yeah.
that. Shop owner.
I kept saying the ice cream store owner.
Yeah. And then Steph is like, and Daisy. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, thank
that's
God for
right.
Steph and Stace, who actually write shit down. Even though Stacy didn't do it last time,
I am doing it this time.
there you go. That's smart.
I have to re-listen to everything because I forget everything.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's see. Can you guys remind me what your drive is?
Death and decay.
Curiosity?
Curiosity. Okay. Perfect.
It's been real good for me
Wait,
so
are they
far.
supposed to be on here?
Oh,
Yeah,
Leo was
it's
a
at the top.
source of stability.
Yeah. He wasn't a
Pillars
pillar?
was Epicureanism.
Oh,
well,
okay.
yeah,
I got you now.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
follower.
I have 3 sources or pillars, I guess. I forget what my. I don't have my drive written on my character sheet.
Yours wasn't it duty
What was
or
it?
something like that?
Oh, duty. Yeah,
Yeah.
not duty.
Not
Being...
duty. Duty.
Where's Mike Lane when you need him for a poop joke?
In the bathroom,
Oh god.
pooping.
You know what's funny is I was almost gonna be like, I didn't hear him flush. Like, did he really take a shit? And I would be like, boom, shoot Todd in the head. And be like, you weren't pooping, you're a monster.
His pooping
Only
is his
monsters
undoing.
don't flush.
Okay. Do you want me to read this to you in game? Or actually, I'll do it now and then we can decide how we're going to do that in game.
Okay.
Okay, damaging pillars of sanity. That's on page 75. An investigator who has lost 3 points of sanity may decide that one of her pillars of sanity has crumbled from within, thus avoiding the shock of its destruction. The player should roleplay this loss of belief. If the pillar of sanity is intimately related to an ability, blah, 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 it can... Investigators who lose their last pillar of sanity, either by having it smashed or seeing their sanity rating drop to 2 or below, have only to keep them afloat in a horrific world. They suffer a +1 to all difficulties for stability tests. Okay, so when we get back in, we're going to do a stability test. And let's see. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going to lose sanity. Okay, your sanity rating is going to drop by 1 point per encounter. So you've got 1 for Leo. Fred, you've got 1 for the monster. And you've got 1 for the skin. So I'll dole those out because it'll be Edward with 3, Clara with 2, and Bellamy with 1.
And this
And
is
that's 2 of what?
That is sanity.
sanity.
And is this our like the large sandy number? Like mine's 85
Yeah.
right now, or so
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
the other sanity, the one that's lower, we changed it to mental health at some
Okay.
point.
Okay. So this is okay.
Wait,
It's not
so
stability.
my
Mental health.
my sanity is 10. So
No.
is that
Well,
No,
That's the sanity
remember,
with mental health.
It's sanity time. It's like die something
It was the thing to
times
be like,
whatever, and everyone made fun of me. I remember it clearly.
Something divided by 2.
yeah.
it's
And
sanity?
Mine was also
Sorry for
mine was
Cherry.
also 10, and mine's 85. So yours is probably also
10 and
And I have it
85.
Wait, that seems very okay. I have
Unless
sanity
the math
10
was
and stability
different.
5. 10 times 5 is 50. Divided by
Oh.
2 would be 25, right?
Oh, it was times stability.
No, it would be times
Oh.
5.
What? Okay.
Sanity
Stability was not a part of it. Did I
and
write it down?
stability together times 5.
I think I
What?
wrote it down somewhere.
I'm finding it. I have it down in here. Just have to find it.
Somebody took notes
Someone
somewhere, I'm
fucking
sure.
else run this goddamn game. I don't fucking know anything about rules. The problem
You
is that
you don't need to know about it. Just make something up. You'd
yeah,
be like,
can
yep.
you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna say mental health. Okay, so look at
Okay.
your low mental health number, your 10 or your whatever. Okay, and fucking that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna retcon your Leo shit because you haven't lost Leo. It's just he's dead, but you still have good memories.
I mean,
But can you have quality time with him for the sake of your...
Sure,
mean,
you can
I
visit
just-
his grave.
I
You
could
can
use
make
a
his
speak
face-
with dead ritual
There
and
we
talk
go.
to him.
How about a raise dead or...
Ooh,
What if he
be
comes back
careful
with
with me on that.
zombie friend? Yeah.
That's the worst that
Rarely
could
do I
happen.
say don't do a thing, but I've been waiting a long time for someone to do that.
For somebody to raise
Oh, fucking
and
shit.
it go incredibly wrong. Oh my god, what if we raise Leo and he comes back as the cursed doll?
Oh,
All right, well, this game is going in a new direction. My body and mind are ready. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bitch, we're
I have
back in
clicked the
St.
button.
Paxton. Fucking deal with it. My name's Veronica, and I'm the goddamn game master. Who the fuck wants to play with me?
not me.
I do.
I'm fucking sad.
I think
I'm so fucking sad that hasn't been my fucking intro all the time. I'm so fucking sad. Oh,
That intro was so angry.
what a
I'm
loss.
so scared.
This is humiliating. Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode in St. Paxton. It is so good to be your game master. I am so ready to see what these people fucking do with this nonsense. Speaking of those people, where you is?
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I play Bellamy.
And I'm Steph, and I play Clara.
And my name is Fred, and I play Edward.
And I'm Todd, and I play Mike. L.
Wait. Todd plays
Yep.
Mike.
So
he's going to re-record it, and
Yeah, he's
it'll
gonna
be
re-record
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to
it's
be my
fine.
fucking voice. Okay, so the last time that we played, I told you that if Leo was one of your pillars of sanity or sources of stability, whatever, excuse me, if Leo was one of your sources of stability, he gone. I'm going to retcon that. He's not gone because you can still, like, commune with him at his grave. You can eat his fave burger. You know, do all the things that you do on remembrances. I don't know. When you're thinking about someone that you used to love. I mean, still love. Still love. Still alive in our hearts. Leo. But, unfortunately, we got to talk about some of the shit y'all saw last time. So you have a little box on your character sheet called mental health. If you're playing Trail of Cthulhu, that is not on your sheet. This is a homebrew rule. This is Sam's gonna walk in any moment. I'm sure of it.
That's a great way to get him over here.
It really is. He's like, "Did you stop the stream?" Okay, so what we're doing is I'm gonna give you a loss to your number. So we'll start with Bellamy. Bellamy, you did not see all the horror shit that your friend saw. You only saw Leo. So you're going to take 1 point. You are shaken. So you're taking 1 point from your mental health. This can absolutely be restored.
Okay.
Clara, you saw, of course, your very dear friend Leo and also the shopkeep Daisy in this kind of horrific thing. You're going to take 2 points to your mental health. And my good boy Edward, always there in a pinch, always turning around at just the right moment. You also saw Daisy, Leo, and this hideous tentacle belly monster eating a hamburger, maybe even your hamburger. And you're taking 3 points from your mental health. Again, these are all recoverable.
So is there an effect that we have with that loss?
Like a negative to a roll or types of rolls or something like that.
Or just how we're reacting to situations or...
Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on now.
I know there was a thing for loss of stability.
Yeah, but that's
There's
not
a
what you're
little-
losing right now.
Like, yeah,
That's different.
but there's like a guide for the effects.
Page 70 has stability, sanity, which is our mental health, and madness.
Yeah, that's what I just read to you guys.
And just as an aside, if I were to use like the speak with dead ritual, would I just explain that I found this in the library when we were doing research or something like that, or is it just some kind of power that I tap into that I didn't realize I had? Or
We'll figure that out. We'll figure this
Okay.
out together. Okay, y'all. So when you're each time you're blasted by a mythos encounter or attack, your sanity rating drops by 2 points. Oh, okay. So Edward, you're gonna lose 6 points to your big sanity. Clara 4 points and Bellamy 2 points. Okay.
Okay.
When your mental health, for us, when your mental health drops between -6 and -11, well, then we'll have real fun.
so I'm at like a -3 right now.
Are
if I
you
understand.
really?
Well, no. I don't understand. Like, it's so my mental health is 10. If that was originally the sanity number,
Yeah.
so I'm at a 7.
No. So you're at a yes. You're at a 7. Okay, yeah. You guys have a lot of sanity to actually take on with your big number, and we need to figure out what your big number is, but you certainly wouldn't have lost enough for it to be a big deal. But when your mental health, which is that number you're looking at now, drops between -6 and -11, you're going to have pretty severe consequences, meaning you won't be able to play the game without getting some health. Some help, not health. Okay. Let's stop playing with rules and play with words. Word games. Bananagrams. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. So, shit got real in the last episode. Am I right, Mike? What actually happened? You were there. Tell me all about it. Last time I got through. Wow. Thanks for that. So as you heard, shit got real. What are you all doing? That's not
Sorry.
my turn to talk. I don't know what you're all waiting for, but that is not my turn.
I just blanked on where we called it last time.
Okay.
It was like 5 minutes ago.
In the front
Yeah.
of the store.
Yeah, you're
We
in the
close the
front of
door to
store.
the bathroom.
Yeah, and you were talking about the witches.
Vampire witches or whatever. Blood witches, yes.
Blood witches. Okay.
Blood vampires? What a fucking stupid idiot I am sometimes. Okay. Obviously, blood vampires. Ugh.
That's like saying moon werewolves.
Oh. You're right.
Shouldn't we call somebody and have them take Leo? I don't want to just leave him like this.
Yeah, I still want to turn back time. There's got to be a way.
You hear this creak as the bathroom door opens, and you see Leo walk through, and he just has this big hole in his stomach, and his eyes are glowing yellow. And he walks behind the counter and puts on an apron, which is very quickly absorbing all of the blood from his gigantic wound.
Leo?
Edward, you have to shoot him.
I vomit in the corner.
The corner accepts your vomit.
I pull out my gun and hesitantly raise it towards Leo. My hands are shaking, visibly so, with the sidearm kind of making noise as it jingles in my grip, and I'm like, Leo? Are you okay? Talk to me, man. You're really freaking me out right now.
That's not Leo.
But what?
Your apron's getting really bloody. There's a hole in your stomach. I need you to say something, Leo. You guys see this, right?
Yeah.
Leo looks like he flips some hair out of his face, and then his mouth opens, and this voice comes out. It sounds so familiar to you, but not quite. But Bellamy, it really sounds like someone that you know. So, I'm just gonna say, maybe go to the library. I don't know. The lady's got some cool shit. So, and then you hear this as Leo's body just drops to the ground. Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta keep this up. You guys go do that. Be kind. Rewind. Goodbye. Hello?
I guess we should go to the library. I'm just not even gonna question this. There's just too much weird stuff going on. Library guys, shall we go to the library?
Leo's body walks over to Edward and takes the gun and disassembles it in front of him very adeptly. And then just puts the pieces in his hand. Yeah, I would say like maybe give yourself a couple days before you put that back together. We cool? We good?
Who are you?
Oh my god, it's such a hard question. I'm a friend, so that's cool.
Okay. Not Leo.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But he's cool. He's with me. So,
He's alive?
no.
Oh god.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
You have to go. I won't stay in this body. I'm gonna go hide upstairs in my apartment, or in Leo's apartment. I'm just gonna clean up down here, and I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna hide in a bath of ice in my bathtub, in Leo's bathtub. Okay? Just gonna put it on ice for a little bit, like little baby shrimpies. Little baby shrimpies.
Sure. Okay. I think we're gonna
Out of here.
go.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna turn around and walk out the door.
Cool. Take 1 point to your mental health.
So if I don't walk out the door, I don't take a point to my mental health?
That's a great question. You try anything.
Edward follows. I think I'm in a state of shock. I'm still holding the various gun parts in my outstretched palms, and I don't change the way I'm holding it, and I just follow Clara out the door.
I turn around and nudge Todd to walk in front of me so he can hold the door open, and we follow Clara out.
Bellamy, just let me give you a piggyback ride. It'll be faster. You're really slowing us down.
Todd, absolutely not. I will not get further injured by your incompetence. Just walk.
I have never heard anyone in a piggyback ride.
That's because nobody lets you give them a piggyback.
That's fair. And he opens the door. We could try it, though.
When my leg is healed.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what's Leo or whatever that was said to go to the library. I guess that's where we should go.
Yep. We'll go to the library.
Can
I
somebody
have no
else
idea.
drive the golf cart? Because I'm not feeling well right now.
Yeah, I'll drive. It's fine. We're good. Well, yeah, let's just go to the library.
Okay.
Perfectly normal thing to do.
You get to the library and it is closed. It's very late.
Okay, we go home.
Great. You get home.
Yeah, that's fun.
No.
No,
Gotta come back in the morning.
That's fair. That's
no,
completely fair.
no.
I will hobble over to the door and knock on it sweetly.
How can you describe how one knocks sweetly?
It's a nice, polite knock that's light and airy.
that nobody hears.
This is the sweetest way I've ever heard a knock described.
Light and airy.
Like
That was
airy.
masterful.
Okay, so
And tenderly.
good luck, Robin Hiroshi. I hope you can fucking make it a light and airy knock that no one's ever heard before, but
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm excited for sure. All right. Still nothing happens.
Is the door locked?
Yes, it's closed.
I don't know if they lock doors here.
I look for a fake rock with a key.
Do my
High or
mare
low?
keys? Oh.
Ooh. Low.
Okay. I'm gonna mute. You find no such rock.
Damn it. I meant high.
In that case, you find a beautiful rock.
Are there windows around the door?
Sure, it's a beautiful library.
I mean, we've done vandalism before.
Do my mare keys have like a...
Keys to private property? No, they don't. No. In
Think the
words of
library's
Stacey,
private property?
Sorry.
I mean, maybe it's a public library.
No. The answer is no. You don't have keys.
Oh, wait.
Everything.
Wait. Doesn't Bellamy have lockpicking skills?
Oh, yes.
She does.
She's like going to break a window, and I'm like, wait, can't you pick locks? Remember in college, you'd always get locked out of your apartment, so you just YouTubed videos. Well, I don't know if YouTube exists, but you learned how to pick locks.
From that guy
No.
on YouTube.
Mystery too.
Oh, that's
The German guy, YouTube down the street.
oh my gosh.
Guys, that is a real person that exists in this world now, and he knows
Yeah.
everything. He's on
And he's
top
gonna
of
show up in
all
St.
the hot
Paxton
shit.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh. Oh, great.
So I am gonna roll to pick the lock.
great. I'm gonna say give yourself a 4 or higher. It's a very old and advanced lock.
I'm gonna put a point in it.
Okay.
So I get a 3 or higher now.
Okay.
I got a 4.
You got a 4, but you didn't check the lock for traps.
Oh shit!
I'm not a rogue, man. I can only do so much.
Oh my God. Can we just smash the door barbarian style?
You didn't check the door. So yeah,
Well,
the door.
I mean, we are
does.
still in cosplay.
Absolutely. Oh, that's right. You're all dressed like fucking nerds. I forgot.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So, you beautiful, sweet babies have been looking at this fucking whole ass man dressed as a knight and a fairy elf and Bellamy?
Crunch.
A loincloth.
Mhm.
Over my hospital gown, I think.
Yeah.
So my ass is out and everything. It's great.
And Todd is the only one not dressed
Oh, no,
like a
yeah.
fool because
Yeah.
he,
DM
He's
robe.
the game master. He's in a robe.
he's just
Yeah.
in a robe, but he's not a fool like you all.
Whoa,
Not
whoa,
as
whoa,
part
whoa.
of
These are
the-
harsh, judgmental words.
I'm just saying, it was extremely funny that none of you remembered this until now. Yeah, so the knight, the elf, the barbarian, and the cloaked wizard forget to check the door for traps. And you hear the door unlock, and that seems great. As you open the door, if you do. Actually, let me let you lead on this. I'll tell you what happens.
Guys, I got it.
Oh, way to go. Let's go in and...
After you, Clara. Oh, best friend of mine.
Edward, can I have my flashlight back?
Absolutely.
Thanks. All right,
He hands you gun parts.
Okay,
Can I have the
to be
flash?
fair, I do think Bellamy would turn the door handle and like push it open
Okay.
and then do the sweeping gesture just to everybody, not specifically.
Okay, great.
That's fair.
So Edward hands you
With
the
a
gun.
quick-
He does not seem like he's in his right mind right now. But
Okay.
the door is now open. It's dark inside
I'll
for
put-
sure.
I'll put the gun parts in my bag for safekeeping.
Okay.
And I'll kind of peek my head in and look for a light switch.
You don't see one. It's dark inside.
Can I feel along the wall right inside the door?
Well,
For a
tell
light
me,
switch?
how do you do that? Do you step in and then you feel? Do
Oh my god, I feel like this is a trap.
you army crawl in? Do you jump 6 feet ahead? I don't know what to expect from you anymore. So why don't you, Moonflower, tell me what you do.
I would kind of peek my head in the doorway and like put my arm around the corner and just feel along the wall for a light switch. So I'm leaning into the doorway.
It's strange, but as you lean in, not taking a step into the goddamn library that you've worked so hard to break into,
It's dark.
you feel...
I
Yes.
no, I was just gonna say we're like metagaming way too hard. Just
I
walk into the
know.
library. God damn
I
it.
can hear it. And you feel the for the light switch, but there's nothing. It feels like cobblestone, which is weird because you specifically remembered this being a wood-paneled, really fancy place.
I walk in.
Great. You walk inside, and immediately the entire library is illuminated by torches.
It's motion sensor. All the libraries have it now.
Bellamy,
This library-
Clara, and Todd, you watch as Edward walks in, and he's just standing in the dark, apparently, because you can see nothing.
I'll take... Oh, sorry.
No,
I'll-
go ahead.
I'll take a step in so I can... Like, maybe if I get in and my eyes can adjust, I can kind of see the walls, kind of thinking.
Sure. So you walk in, and all of these lights, these torches, illuminate the area, and you see standing before you not a cosplayer, but an actual knight in this really beautiful armor with this long ass sword. Oh no, it's not a sword.
It's a lance.
With this
Sort of
inappropriate lance strapped to his back. Edward, you turn around and you see this beautiful lithe elf in this colorful dress. Somewhat like Clara, but not really.
Moonflower?
Sir Sword-a-Lot? Is that you?
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Are we our characters or are we ourselves
You are
yourselves?
Yeah.
yourselves. And
Okay.
You are just...
And you can
So I don't have
respond
to
that
remove
way, but
Yeah.
Well, let me take that back because I don't think...
Okay. Rewind. Be kind.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Oh. It all falls together. Edward or Sir Sword-a-Lot?
What do you? I look down and I see I'm in complete metal armor, and I'm like, what just happened?
Oh my god, Bellamy, come inside.
Oh, I hobble in immediately after Clara because I'm not getting kidnapped again.
As you hobble in, your leg suddenly feels fine. Totally fine. But you're staring up at everyone's navels because you are suddenly very short, but very buff.
I look down at myself.
You have a penis.
I whip that shit in circles.
You all watch as this embodiment of Crunch Jr. Penis whips his newly found dick around. I don't know shit. I don't know where this game is going anymore.
No. Okay. I look down and see that for some reason I look like Crunch Jr. and look up at them like, what the hell? Or should I say, what the hell?
I was hoping you'd be halfling when you walked through the door.
This is bullshit.
I think it's wonderful.
Okay, but really, guys, what is
Oh.
going on?
I have no idea, but that was really amusing.
It
Um,
seems. I don't know. There's some kind of. I hate using the word magic, but when we stepped through, we changed, or I don't know. Maybe we're just hallucinating.
I would like to turn around and see what Todd comes in as.
It's just Todd in his robe.
Did Todd have a character in any of these games?
No.
No, he's a DM.
well,
Yeah.
he did.
He
He did
did.
play a character for a while, but I don't think we ever.
Oh, I think I DM'd. Yeah.
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 I
I
don't know if
think
we
we
ever.
ever established.
Oh,
Yeah.
blessed be.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's what you get for not being here, Mike.
That's what you get. God, let me think.
And I feel like it's gonna be like very like detailed or like nuanced. Like he's gonna overthink his
Mm.
character because he's been DMing for so long. So it's like very intricate, and
Yeah,
Mm.
it's gonna be too
he probably
much.
plays a girl.
What does that mean, Fred?
No, but like I feel like he like if Todd played online games, he would play like a female
Oh.
avatar character.
Yeah, okay.
No, I didn't mean it like in an offensive way. Like I just
Played
feel like
a
Todd.
girl.
No. Like I feel like he would stare at his own butt the entire time, kind of like player.
Got it. Okay, so Todd kind of yells into you. Is everything okay in there?
Yeah, come on in.
And Todd steps in. And you see before you the most buff and beautiful person you have ever seen. You all thought that Edward was a tasty snack. This is a full meal. And he just kind of nods at you. And then rolls his eyes and mimes for a piece of paper.
You need a piece of paper?
And he shakes his head very enthusiastically at needing a piece of paper. Sorry. And he nods his head very enthusiastically at needing a piece of paper.
I'll dig through my purse and find a piece of paper and a pen.
You don't have a purse.
Oh shit.
But you
Do
probably have a
component
satchel.
pouch?
Yeah. I start patting down my metal armor, and I don't find any pockets. I just put my arms up.
Do I have a pouch? Do I have a
Now-
bag of holding?
I was just about to say, having known Mike as a DM, I would assume that one of you have a bag of holding.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I would like to look in my bag of holding for a piece of paper and a quill,
Okay.
but I'm gonna start pulling out random shit to find it. So I'm gonna pull out like all the random stuff that Moonflower has in her inventory. Like there's a mirror and a bag of 1,000 ball bearings and all
and a
sorts
mask of unknown origin and a
Yeah.
doll that is just there.
And a 10-foot pole, because you always need a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, a 10-foot pole, which she pulls
Pole.
out Mary Poppins style, like from the bag of
You
holding.
can see that this person who's dressed in these beautiful linens is so irritated, so completely irritated with all of this, and it's just pacing back and forth, waiting for something to write on.
Yeah, I eventually pull out a parchment and a quill, and
They
Hand it
snatch
over.
it from your hand and then dip the quill in some ink and begin writing. It takes a really long time. And then it reads. Of course, you pull out every fucking thing in the bag of holding before you pull out the one goddamn thing that I actually need. Hello, my name is Pam. I am a monk and I've taken a goddamn vow of silence.
Well, this is the best Todd character ever.
Todd snatches the... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to redo that again. I'm sorry. Hello, my name is Toddla, and I am a monk that has taken a vow of silence. I just put Toddla as a placeholder on this character. But I can't think of anything better right now.
Because there is nothing better than Toddla.
was this a character or like an NPC?
No, it would probably be his character
His
when
character.
I DM'd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, of course, I had to pull out everything from the bag of holding because I was curious if it was all in there, and it was. Second of all, are there
And-
books in here? Is this still a library?
No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like a goddamn dungeon to me.
And we would be familiar with Todd's character, so it wouldn't be surprising to us. It's just kind of like a reminder of like him being unable to speak.
I'll start gathering up all the stuff I took out of my bag of holding and put it back in.
Toddla slaps their hands together and starts rubbing vigorously until all of these glowing tattoos are sort of appearing all over their face and body. Very Fable style when you take the good path, I must say. And then he presses his hands down into the cobblestone floor, and you start seeing a path forward. He looks up at Edward, kind of like, remember?
Oh my
What
god.
do I remember?
Can we do magic?
Well, you can.
I do color spray.
Everything is now unnecessarily covered in color.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I can do magic.
I immediately shield the visor with like my gauntleted hand. I'm like, God damn it, Moonflower. Every time.
I
It's
trip
such
over
a
these.
useful spell.
Okay, so hold on. Let's have a powwow. So we are our characters.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in a library.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So maybe this is something that was set up by Darius or somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and we should be very careful.
And we should do the dungeon. Right? We should. Maybe there's something useful at the end.
A real life dungeon crawl.
We
Great.
need to do it. Yes. Yes.
Okay, what do we see?
Okay, before you is a stone path. And at the end of the hall, you can see that it splits into two directions, one to the left, one to the right.
Do we recognize this layout like this is one of Todd's dungeons?
You don't really recognize it.
Okay.
Okay, well, rule number 1, don't split the party. So, do we go left or do we go right?
Let's listen for a second and see if we hear anything.
Okay. As you all take a moment to put your ear to the ground or really stop your breathing for a second so you can truly hear what's happening, you do hear something to the left that sounds like water.
We should go to the left.
As you go to the left, you begin walking through water. It's about ankle deep. The torches on the sides of the cobblestone continue to illuminate as you walk through. And you see this beautiful oasis. This kind of balmy, beachy area. And there are chairs there, like lounge chairs.
Is it just an open room? Like, do we see other, like, passageways?
It looks like it's just one big room that's full of waterfalls on all sides of you. Like as you pass through, there's nothing but just water pouring into the room, but it doesn't seem to be accumulating.
Mm-mm. This is a trap.
And just so I understand, this is out of character, do we use our characters' skills or do we use our characters' skills?
You're simply using Edward's skills.
Okay. So I
darn,
would like
pulled out
to
my spell list.
You can certainly try and do all of these things.
I mean, that's true. I mean, we probably
Yeah, we can try
have a
anything,
land.
right?
But it is...
Well, you already color sprayed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did color
What I
spray.
am saying is that Edward is making decisions.
Yeah. I would like to sense trouble.
Okay? You don't feel anything. I can tell you right now,
Okay.
giving you a 1, you feel safe and secure.
I'm really glad because I rolled a 1.
Oh, can I try to do detect magic?
You certainly can.
Okay, so I will concentrate on it the way I think Moonflower would do it, and
Great.
try to detect magic.
I am going to keep this from you, so you go ahead and roll what it is you roll, and I'll tell you if you get it.
What am I just rolling a d6
Yeah.
or rolling a? Okay.
Wow, there's magic everywhere. It's everywhere. All around
That's
you.
a 1.
In every single area. You can't escape it. It's in the air. It's in your soul. It's in your
There's
food.
so much magic, everybody.
So much magic. So much safety here. Wow. So good. Bellamy, would you like to roll anything?
No,
you
I just
like
straight up do not trust this shit.
Would you like to not roll a 1?
I mean, I can sense trouble, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
A 4.
Yo, everything here is fucking safe as shit. There ain't no trouble coming your way. Everything's good, man. It's all good here. Everything that happened to you in your past life, that's gone. This is a new day. This is a new life. One that's safe, man.
It's kind of nice here, guys.
Yeah, it's so magical.
I mean, it'd be okay if we just hung out for a little bit and relaxed, right? I mean, things have been so crazy lately.
You hear this snoring from inside the middle of this pool as Toddla floats by on this bamboo raft
Damn it.
in full-on nap mode.
I am gonna run my stubby little legs into the sand. I'm gonna make a sand castle! And I start playing with the sand.
You do this. And eventually your arms get really tired. And your eyelids are heavy. And you make this beautiful little sandcastle chair. And you fall asleep. And it's just so nice. The sand is so warm. Everything here is so good. Good night, moon. Good night, night.
Flower.
Good night, deep dark tower.
Mm-mm.
And you see Crunch Jr.
Good night, Shoggoth. Good night, Cthulhu.
Oh no.
And
Could I?
Sir Sortalot just falls over saying those things. No one knows what that means. No one.
Wait, I fall asleep?
I'm just kidding. No, of course not.
No. God. Could I roll as sense trouble when I see them
Sure, go for
drifting
it.
off?
Yeah, man. Everything's fine. Everything is good here. Don't even worry about it. It's good. You're in a safe place.
Well, what now?
I mean, we're safe here.
You see this like lush bed of lily pads just float up in the center of this pond, and just all sorts of beautiful draping vines coming from around to make a beautiful huge bed for you. It's so inviting. It's so lovely. Don't you want to get in? It's safe here.
Maybe just a little nap.
Uh,
And I'm gonna start to just kind of crawl into the bed.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. It's gonna take me about 48 minutes to take all this armor off. And I start taking different pieces of armor, and I'm like undoing the belt straps on my pauldrons, and take the lance off my back. At any point, do I notice anything that, like, that looks off about this place? Anything that makes me reconsider taking a nap?
Hey guys, what is the thing on your ring?
Uh-oh.
No.
48 minutes?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yours is 48 minutes.
Yeah, 4807.
Okay, mine is
Yeah.
47:20. Hold on. It's just giving me a weird
Time is
readout.
weird.
It's giving. What is yours at?
47:30.
Mm.
I want to say that.
It's a little off.
Weird.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal, and maybe it's just because time is weird. I don't know, because I'm trying to stream, I guess.
Wait, hold on. What does your
was
cell phone time say?
Ugh, Fred,
Is it
I
just
thought you were
getting
being
hung
fucking
up?
serious.
Oh my god.
Mine says 12:01. What does yours say?
Should we all clap?
11:01. Oh my god.
I'm in
But
the
it's only
future.
9:01.
Holy shit. Time zones, man.
I know.
Do you
Sometimes
think,
I forget.
like, at some point, like, does spacebar, like, stop the recording? Like, do you think you accidentally,
It's
like...
definitely still recording.
So
No, I know, but, like...
Like, did it
I
pause?
used to have an issue where my recording software would like slow and then skip around and it would F up my time. So I wonder if
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to have one of you count me in, okay?
okay.
Okay, count me in.
1.
You have to say clip.
I think she needed more.
Oh, I thought, like, I say 1, and then you say 2, and then I say 3, and then you say 4, and I say 5. And then they can match that up.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that how it works?
I don't know.
Did you want like a 3, 2, 1 click?
Yeah,
Or
tell me 3, 2,
1.
1, click.
Oh.
okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Okay, and I'm back. Hopefully that worked out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so as you're taking off your armor, everything feels totally fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to you here. You feel safe. You feel secure. Everything's good.
I take my greaves off. I take my helmet off. I take my boots off. I take my gauntlets off. I take my van braces off. I take off my chest plate, my back plate, and then my metallic cod piece. And now I'm just in a tunic and kind of like a cloth pant. I take the coif that's underneath my helmet off, and I lie down.
Okay, great. Everyone falls asleep. Jesus fucking
I fell
Christ.
asleep long before he finished all
Oh
that.
my god, like hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
Look, full plate is a lot of armor, guys. I don't know how much you guys realize, but in the D&D rules, it literally says you need somebody to help you, and it takes like 48 minutes.
I was just
Oh my
gonna
God.
say, I'm surprised you could do it on your own because
Yeah.
you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Sorry. That didn't
Podrick,
help.
where are you, Pod?
Oh, Podrick.
Oh, Pod. Okay, so yeah, you all fall asleep. And you get really warm as the sun rises and warms all of your beautiful, sweet baby mosquito-bitten faces. And you're
Baby
all
mosquitoes
just...
are the worst. Sorry. Sorry.
I mean, actually, yeah, they really are. So all of you are lying on the lawn outside of the library, where the door is unlocked and unopened.
Are
Like,
we still in? Are we still in our true armor
You're in your
and stuff?
cosplay shit. You're not in real armor. You're not in a real full plate armor. Or nor do you have a pile of full plate armor beside you. You have a beautiful foam lance beside you.
Did you all have a weird dream about being our D&D characters? Was that
Mhm.
real?
The door
And I
opens.
built a sandcastle.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Did you sleep?
Ezra?
Yes, yes. That's my name, Ezra. I'm just kidding. I knew that.
uh,
And how do I want to say this? And you find this trove of books that you wouldn't have ever imagined were spell books, because they mostly look like diaries. They don't really have a lot of pomp and circumstance to them. They're not beautiful books like you imagine in D&D games. They're really just small, personal-sized books. And she pulls one out, a very small black book. And she flips to a page. Here, this one. And you find a spell called Communicate with the Dead. It's just a small scrap of paper. You'll need to find these items. And then say these words and believe them. It's all quite difficult.
Thank you.
Of course.
I guess I should get back to my friends.
Yes, but keep this secret. I can't have everyone coming to me for spells, tomes, rituals.
Yeah, no, your secret's safe with mine, Ezra.
Of course. And she straightens up and walks out.
I'll take the book that scrap of paper comes out of,
Okay.
and then I'll just kind of stuff it inside my jacket pocket, and I will go meet up with everybody else.
Okay. Everyone is sort of looking through books about blood witches. It's very easy because they have a long history and a repeating history as far as you all are concerned. And you know them to live in this area that is... Well, let me rephrase that. You know them to live underground. They used to have a house above ground, but it was exploded very violently. And since then, they seem to have taken up residence in the sewers. The Blood Witches have one living relative living on St. Paxton.
Oh my god.
His name... Oh shit, what did Oh no, what did I hit?
Did you stop your
Oh
recording?
Oh no. Did I? Oh god, I hate
Probably
this.
not.
No, I don't think I did, but I hate not recording on a Mac. I can't understand anything that's happening.
Sam!
Yeah.
Come back and save us so that we may get the answers we seek.
I love if this is like a complete ploy that V is putting on us because she was just about to reveal the single living relative of blood.
And that's where we're going to call it. Boom.
Every time you say that, like I hear like the soundtrack to like those like cop shows. It's like bow, bow, now. There's just like this music playing in my head. I don't know.
I'm here.
Maybe
for
it's
this.
supernatural. I don't know.
I agree. Okay, goodbye,
Bye.
stream. This has been extremely difficult.
Bye, guys. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Extremely.
Difficult. I can't wait for the return of Mike Lane. I can't fucking wait.